Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the OneLeaf Commander NV100 Plus. Now this was kindly sent to me from OneLeaf to show you what you get in the box and a little bit about the product and also some night and the day footage using the item. So here we go, I'm going to show you what's in the box and what you get in this awesome little package. Right, to start with, I'm going to go through the small bits and then we'll get to the main items as we go through. So you get the OneLeaf instruction manual. Now as far as instruction manuals go, not that any of us read them, but this is very thorough and we'll go through everything that you need to if you come stuck with anything or need to know anything. So yeah, it's a good instruction manual with all the information nice and clear. You get a lens wipe, that is both for the OneLeaf itself and the scope. You get a spare rubber cup, that is like a recoil pad if you need it, and also just for your eye relief to make it nice and comfy, and it also keeps the light out at night time so you don't shine up. So you get a spare one of them. You get two mounts obviously for the scope, and a nice little touch that OneLeaf have included with this is they have put, if you can see that, a nice bit of padding top and bottom of the scope mounts so that you don't mark your scope when you attach these to it. So that's a nice little touch, and it's something that I put on my scopes anyway, but it's nice that it's already there to save you the hassle of doing it. So yeah, some nice mounts if you choose to use them. I know a lot of people use your own mounts, but they do seem a good quality and a solid construction, so I think they will be good to use with this scope. You get a spare bayonet. Now this is for obviously other rifle. If you've got another rifle and you want to keep this on, you can keep this spare on there, which is a nice little addition. You also get the tape to accompany that. That just goes around the end of your scope so that when you slide this over, one, it doesn't mark your scope, and two, you can get a nice snug fit. So again, everything's included, which is great. You're not looking for anything, not trying to find tape, not trying to find the little bits for inside the scope. It's all there ready to go. So good thumbs up on that. You even get Allen keys and two spare O-rings. Now the two O-rings that you get are to go on the end of the OneLeaf Commander, and that's what gives it the snug fit into the bayonet system, but they can wear over time. So you get two more with that, which will last you ages. So that's another nice little touch from OneLeaf. You get a spare cap, that's a battery cap. You get the cable to charge. And then obviously you get the two main products. First thing I'm going to run through is the scope. Now this little scope, absolutely brilliant for the money. To get this and everything else that you do for that package, I think is astounding. And the build quality is exceptional. So let me give you a little rundown of what the scope is, its magnification, etc. So you get two flip up caps to start with, as you can see, front and rear caps, which is nice, just to protect them lenses. You get side focus, and it's also illuminated, and that goes up to 11 illuminations, so 11 forms of brightness there, which is nice. It does parallax down to 15 yards, which is perfect for your ratting scenarios, and it has a magnification range of 3 all the way up to 12. Again, perfect, nice low base mag for your OneLeaf, which when you're ratting, you need that nice low base mag for a nice field of view. Has a 56mm objective, which is obviously brilliant for the light gathering capabilities. Let's take this cap off the end, because this is where this shines. Obviously you have your focus as well to get your reticle nice and crisp. But where this scope shines is, you can't even see it. I've got the illumination on so you can see the reticle there. You've got a built-in bayonet there for the OneLeaf itself. So instead of using this is a spare to put on another rifle or to use on another scope if you don't want to use this. You get it built in here. And it's a nice design because it's not obtrusive, it doesn't look ugly, it doesn't stick out a lot, you don't really notice it's there, but it's there nicely. Let me turn that off so I don't waste these batteries. There we go. So yeah, let me just show you. So you get your OneLeaf, which is in the box here. And it's got a little groove here, which you want to be lining up with the groove on the adapter at the back of the scope, like so. And you just push, and you get a nice audible click, which tells you that it's locked in. And there you have it. And let me tell you, that is absolutely solid as a rock. Now we all know, like with a pard that you've used before, and even with the system with the collars, if you do use a collar, you've got to use the PVC tape. Now that is both to make it fit snug and also just to get it perfectly aligned. And it doesn't take a lot to knock your scope when you're out hunting, and then you can be finding yourself trying to align it and mess about. But this method that they've done with a built-in bayonet system really does like get rid of all those issues, and it gives you the perfect alignment for it every time, and it's ever so solid. Now it will wear in over time, I get that, but it's on and off so nice and stiff. It fits perfectly with the tolerances are great. So, click and you're on, click and you're off again. And again, the rubber bands that I showed you earlier are located just around this rim, so if you ever have one wear or snap, you've got spare ones with it as well. So yeah, so the scope, as I said, it's got everything you need. It's got a low parallax down to 15 yards, 56mm objective, 3 to 12 magnification. It's got a lovely reticle actually. Hopefully I'll be able to show you that. Take the cap off, it helps. Hopefully I'll be able to show you this with a bit of footage, just show you what the reticle looks like. But it's actually really surprisingly clear. I'm ever so impressed with it. I mean, I'm looking through my window in my kitchen at the moment, and I can clearly see out to a house over at 100 yards there. And it's brilliant. I'm on 10 mate, it's on the Mac. Even on max magnification, you're not getting that blur around the edges, what you'd expect from a cheaper range scope. It's actually really nice. And the reticle's lovely and fine with nice precise mill hashes, so you've got plenty of holdover options, which is what you use at night time usually. You don't want to be dialing at night time, and these turrets aren't really designed for dialing at all. Perfect for zeroing. You've got your elevation and your windage under these little caps, nice caps that just keep them protected, but they're not it's not a dialing scope by any stretch of the imagination, so I won't be using it for that at all. But for zeroing, covering your cap, absolutely lovely. So yeah, that's the scope. I think you will agree it's got quite a lot of features for an included scope. Very good, very well thought of, very nice design with that bayonet system. Right, moving on, we've got the OneLeaf Commander. Now we all know these are very similar to the one that we know of, and that's the Pard. Now I've used both. I've used this for a bit now, and I can happily say that if I was to pick one out of the two, I would go for the OneLeaf. And that is purely down to two things, and that's build quality and the menu. The menu in this OneLeaf is absolutely brilliant. It's got so much options to change, so that even on the brightest or dullest of days, you can make the picture as clear and precise as you want it to be, with just taking your time to adjust it all. Now I'm not going to bore you too much, but if I read you what you've got on this menu, just so you've got an idea, you've got center reticle position adjustment, diopter adjustment reference, colour effects, so that's your sepia, black and white, etc. You've got movie mode, which is full HD 30 frames per second and full HD 30 frames. Display brightness, exposure, white balance, sensor contrast, sensor saturation, sensor sharpness, movie clip time, sound record, automatic recording at boot off, LCD slow motion, volume, clock settings, stamp, so your date and your logo, you can turn that on or off, and format SD card. And it's all so simple to use. You've got a menu button, give that a click and you navigate up and down and then select. It's so simple and a well thought out menu that it was a deciding factor along, like I say, with the build quality of why I would go for this system over the more well-known Pard. And because of that menu system, like I say, you can make that picture so much better if you've got the bad light conditions. Like today out there, it's very dull, very cloudy. You can brighten things up lovely with this. You can really make the picture what you want it to be. So yeah, overall impressions on the build quality and why I choose that, as I've just touched on. Right, so what have we got on here? We have got obviously your battery compartment, unscrews, and then inside there goes an 18650 battery. Now I like those batteries, I've got plenty of them. It's a quick change out, brilliant. It's nice and easy to have a pocket full of them when you go out. You've got a IR included, built in the front here. Now this goes to flood or a more concentrated beam just by extending it. Nice. Again, the build quality, there's no rocking in that, there's no looseness. It's nice and smooth like butter, and that's how you want it. You don't want things to be wobbling around at night time. You want things to be firm, and this ticks all the boxes for that. You've got obviously your record, your IR adjustment levels, so click of the button and it does the intensity of your IR. Record, take photo, you can zoom in, and a nice easy power button to turn on and off, or just press once to shut it off temporarily. The focus wheel is absolutely brilliant, nice and firm, no wobble, no give, no moving the reticle around like on some of the parts that I've had there. They just, again, the build quality on this thing is just far superior. Adjustable diopter at the end. You've got your rubber eye cup, and that's about it. That is the whole thing. That is the whole kit that you get with this brilliant setup. Now for the money, which I'll attach a link on, I think you'll agree it's an awesome package. So for anybody who's just starting out night shooting and wants the full package, literally can set it up and go out, this is the kit that you want to be buying. Scope, mounts, tape, spare battery, spare bit, everything that you need is in this fantastic little package. And I think OneLeaf have knocked this out the park, not just with the package itself, but as I keep banging on the build quality. I want reliability, I want solidness. At night time's hard enough to shoot as it is, so you want everything to be solid, and this thing ticks all the boxes. Anyway, that's enough rabbiting on. I hope I haven't bored you there, but I wanted to go through everything that you get in the box just so that you know, firstly, what you get, what I like about it. There isn't really anything I don't like about it. It does exactly what it says. It's night and day, ease of use, and it gives you everything that you need to get going. You're not hunting around thinking, oh no, now I need to wait a week for this to be delivered. It's all there in the package, and I think OneLeaf have knocked this out of the park, as I say. So yeah, that's it guys. What I'm going to do at the end is just show you a little bit of footage scanning around the gardens night and day, just so you can see what it's capable of. I was going to go hunting with it. Unfortunately, my rat permission has been absolutely smashed over the years, so I don't really see anything. So I'll be as good just to show you what it can do, different distances outside. So yeah, OneLeaf Commander NV100 Plus. Thank you very much guys. Please like and subscribe, and I hope that if you do decide to purchase a package like this, you're very happy with it. I certainly am. Thank you. Well, here we are here in my garden at 20 metres with the Night Vision Commander. I just want to zoom in on this bird bath at 20 metres to give you an idea of the clarity, which is pretty good once parallaxed correctly. What I love about it, if you notice, is the perfectly centred reticle, and a very nice clear reticle at that. That's down to the scope's bayonet system, which is embedded in the actual ocular of the scope itself. Every time you twist on the Night Vision Commander, it's perfectly centred and makes things so much easier than trying to shim things with tape. Scanning up, we've got a tree here. This is at 50 metres on full zoom. Still very, very clear. I'll just back that out so you can see a bit clearer. Please excuse the wobbly footage. I'm holding the actual scope and the night vision commander. It's not attached to a rifle, so it's not as solid as I would have been with a tripod or a bipod. Now scanning to my right, I have my local church. Now that is 186 metres away. Now although wobbly, I'm sure you agree, that is a very, very clear picture. And once it's crisped up using the scope's parallax, it's absolutely perfect. And just backing back out again, you can see the clarity. This roof here, as we go to my left, is at 75 metres, and again, absolutely brilliant clarity. Perfect for both day and night work. I'll be showing you the nighttime footage in a second. Another scan down into my garden and you can see my dog Trigger. Little parallax on him, you can see just how clear again. Okay, that's enough of Trigger. Thanks for watching. That is the night vision commander in the daytime. Now on to night footage. Right, now the same garden but at night time. This is using the night vision commander's onboard IR. And I think you can agree that that is pretty clear. There's my dog Trigger again. Always being nosy. Just scanning around again, that's at 21 metres back there at the back fence. 35 metres. 68 metres to that roof. And then 50 metres to the tree. Again, notice how the reticle's perfectly centred, as I touched on in the daytime footage and on the review itself. The bayonet system really lends a hand into a proper fixed position every time, no wobble, giving you a perfect reticle position on your screen. Again, excuse the wobbliness, I'm holding this system with the scope, so it is a bit wobbly. There's the church, 186 metres at night, and I do believe that this battery was running a little bit low. And I think if you used an additional IR with a laser, you could get a really, really crisp picture. But I think anyone would be happy with that at night time at 186 metres. I'd happily pick up a rabbit's eye shine, no bother. I'm just trying to parallax it. And then straight back into my garden at 20 metres. Absolute perfect for ratting with this low magnification. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the footage and think that this scope could actually be helpful for you. I love it. It's a big thumbs up for me for the night vision commander and the scope. Thank you for watching. Air Rifle Hunter 87.